Someone will come along.
Someone has come along. This is what life looks like. People who love each other. A home. You should take a moment. Feel it. You still have time.
Logan is directed by James Mangold and stars Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Boyd Holbrook, and Daphne Keane, and it is the third Wolverine solo film and Hugh Jackman's supposed last outing as the Claude Canadian. I don't know why I'm talking in this tone, but let's just get on with the review. First, a little bit of backstory on my opinion of like all the X-Men films in general. Hugh Jackman himself is great as Wolverine. Even in the bad films, I've always loved his Wolverine performance, especially in X-Men Origins Wolverine. It was possibly the only saving grace of that film. And here, he does an amazing job portraying an old, grizzled Logan who has seen some stuff and is just over life. He's over saving people, and he's just living in this old, abandoned mill with sick Professor X, you know, and he's got like a degenerative brain disease, Professor X this is, which causes him to have frequent seizures, putting everyone around him in danger. So Logan has to take care of Professor X, giving him constant meds, and Wolverine has a part-time job as a limo driver to get enough money to buy this boat, just to get him and Professor X out of the place and just get away from it all. That is until this girl enters Logan's life who seems to have more going on than meets the eye, being a female clone of Wolverine using his DNA from Alkali Lake, you know, from the Weapon X program. And he has to take care of this girl because he made a promise to this woman that he would protect her and take her to this place called Eden, where a bunch of other child mutants are being held up. Now that's enough about the story, because I wouldn't dare spoil any more for you. But now onto my actual opinions about the film. James Mangold, he directed The Wolverine, which was the previous Wolverine standalone film, and in my opinion, this film is so different from anything that any X-Men film, and even any superhero film I've seen, in the way that it handles adult themes, and it does what it's trying to do so well, and it's so different but so welcome, because this is the movie that Hugh Jackman deserves to make, and it truly deserves an R rating with all the blood, all the swearing, everything is just so satisfying in this film to finally see Wolverine go absolutely berserk, killing people left and right, blood everywhere. It's so like invigorating, and it gets you pumped up when you watch these action scenes. And I was just on the edge of my seat throughout this entire film, and in my opinion, it's the best X-Men film to date, if not one of the best superhero films I've ever seen, if not the best, and one of the best films straight up, because Logan is a masterpiece in my opinion, and I'm gonna get into that just a little bit. There's not gonna be any spoilers in this video, because I wouldn't dare spoil what happens in the movie for you, but I'll get into why I love this film so much. One of the reasons being Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, playing this father figure role for this child who's come into his life, because he's never had to have such an experience before. And you know, he's old and withered, his healing isn't working as it used to, you know, he's a lot more vulnerable this time around, and I think that makes for a much more, you know, compelling film, and a lot more, it makes the things happen in it that a lot more effective than they would have normally been in, you know, Invincible Wolverine movie like X-Men Origins Wolverine. Oh, I hate. Everyone gives amazing performances in this film. Patrick Stewart playing the best Professor X I've ever seen. You know, being a lot more, you know, angry and just done with life, like I said before, than normal. And this girl who plays X-23, she is going places, man. I'm telling you, this girl is so damn good. I was a bit worried initially, you know, because she was like Spanish. I was worried, oh, she's not going to speak English. You know, I don't know, she's foreign, maybe she might not get the source material, but she blew me away. Like, I was so amazed at how well she acted this part. I just shut my mouth and I was like, wow, that is the clone of Wolverine. And I'll be completely fine if she took the mantle from Hugh Jackman from now on, because she is a sight to behold. And all the villains also are amazing. His name escapes me right now. Donald, right? The guy with the robotic arm, he's great. As I said, Professor X, he's amazing. Patrick Stewart, great. Every performance in this movie is just great, because you never really get to... You've never seen these characters as deprived or, you know, desperate as you do in this film, and that just makes for a much more, you know, compelling film, in my opinion. You know, a few months ago, I would have said, no, this can't be Hugh Jackman's last movie. He needs to be in Deadpool, right? You know, he needs to make an appearance in there, because I would love to see how those characters interact with each other. But now that I've seen Logan, I don't want Hugh Jackman in any more movies, and not because he's bad, but because this movie perfectly just summed up everything that the Logan character had been building towards. He's been taught compassion, he's been taught love, he's been like taught the meaning of family, you know, all that sort of stuff, and to put him in Deadpool would lessen the thing that this movie stood for. And I don't want him to appear in any more movies, because this movie was so perfect in leaving his character with just the perfect send-off. This is the Wolverine that we've been building up to since 2000, since X-Men 1, since he was just a little Australian, you know, with a dream, playing parts and plays and stuff. You know, this is his swan song, so to speak. And to tarnish that by being in Deadpool would lessen the impact of this film. All in all, this film had everything. It had the action, it had the acting, it had the tone, it had the emotional gut punches. Everything that I wanted this movie to be, it was, and even exceeded my expectations. Logan is the best X-Men film, one of the best superhero films I've ever seen. It rivals the Avengers, guys, and you know how much I love the Avengers movie. The Avengers is a fun popcorn movie. This is a thinking man's movie. This is a movie for people who are sick and tired of the Marvel formula. This is Logan, and because it's so wildly different, and because it's so damn good, and it made me tear up. It made me cry. It's the first superhero movie to ever do that, and for that and many other reasons, I'm gonna say goodbye to Hugh Jackman with a freaking 10 out of 10 for the movie. Because I can't think of anything conceivably wrong with it. I can't. Like, it's hard for me to even think about what was bad about this film, because, you know, probably because there wasn't anything bad. Thank you guys so much for watching. Logan was an amazing film. If you haven't seen it, go freaking watch it, because you need to watch it. I've been Cage. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry for about a lack of videos lately. My internet was out for nearly a whole week, but uploads will start becoming frequent again. Yay! Logan, masterpiece. Go watch it.